The MLB Draft has come and gone, so now it's time for a draft recap. We're going to go over all the picks for ROs, as well as a few other top selections. Let's start with those top selections first, and the Pirates with the number 1 overall pick select starting pitcher Omari Okia from Maryland. Omari was not a highly touted prospect as the number 4 starter at the beginning of his sophomore season at Maryland, but he really made a name for himself by showing off his ability to go deep into ball games for the Terps. In his 16 starts, 6 of them ended in complete games. He's going to have to improve his control, but the Pirates selected him based on what he could be in the future and not by what he is now in the first round. Next up at number 2 overall, the Rangers took the North Carolina second baseman Benji Wilhelm. He's one half of the Wilhelm brothers in this draft class, more on his brother Josh later. Benjamin is younger by a year, and he decided to go to North Carolina to play second and shortstop for the Tar Heels. North Carolina made it to the NCAA tournament this season, but lost to the Commodores, so the brothers did meet in their last season in college. He's got the ability to hit from both sides of the plate for good contact, as he finished second on the team in batting average, hitting .304. He's a good fielder too, not making a single error all year with a decent enough arm to make reliable throws too. He's not one for flash, but fundamentals, and just gets the job done. The Rangers are hoping he would develop into a great player. With the number 4 pick, the Boston Red Sox select left fielder Sung-Hoon Yu. Yu became an internet sensation in the baseball world thanks to video of his tremendous home run hits going viral. This caught the attention of the USC coaching staff, with the team that struggled to hit the long ball over the last few years wanted to bring him in, and they did just that. The left fielder has some serious pop in his bat, hitting extremely well for both contact and power. This caused him to lead the nation in both home runs with 23 and hits with 102. And the last of the top picks was at number 5 overall. Arizona also takes a pitcher, projected the best pitcher in the class. His name is Kalman Bulacek from Stanford. Bulacek is a baseball prodigy who managed to balance school and playing pro baseball in Czechia, all at the age of 17 before coming to the States. Once he moved to the States, he was recruited very heavily by a ton of colleges, and eventually he settled on Stanford. Kalman, in his 1 year as a starter for the Cardinal, racked up 7 complete games with an ERA of .90 as he led the nation in strikeouts with 179. He ended up winning the National Pitcher of the Year award, but also was voted to the Freshman All-American team and was an ABCA All-American first team member as well. Arizona has a top-tier pitcher prospect on their hands. We have one more player taken in the first round to talk about, and that's the A selection of Josh Wilhelm. The older brother of Benji, Josh and his brother played baseball together all their lives, including high school, where they won a state championship together. When it came time for them to go to college, however, they didn't get offered from the same school, so it was the first time they had to part ways. Josh ended up going to Vanderbilt and has a pretty good junior season for the Commodores. He throws 4 pitches, a sinker, cutter, circle change, and a curveball. He finished second on the team in wins with 11, and 4th on the team in strikeouts with 59. Vanderbilt made it to the NCAA tournament finals but fell to Miami. He's going to need some time in the minor leagues to develop, but Josh should develop into an above average starter. Now let's switch gears and talk about our Orioles and their draft picks. The first pick for them was at number 6 in the first round, and they go to address the closer position with the selection of Carlos Serrano from Miami. Serrano was a key factor on this Hurricanes team that ended up beating Vanderbilt in the NCAA tournament finals. He led the nation in saves, didn't blow a single save opportunity, and didn't give up a single run all season. Anytime he entered the game for the Hurricanes this past season, you just knew it was over. And the O's this season have struggled putting games away, so they're hoping that Serrano can bring that big time ability to the next level. He's projected to be at the major league level as early as next season. In round 2, the O's go with another pitcher, this one being starter David James from Indiana. James left the hustle and bustle of New York to play baseball in Indiana for the Hoosiers. He's a kid who's never been afraid of having all eyes on him and just wants to focus on playing the game. He has great stamina to go deep into games, throwing extremely hard, getting up to 100 miles per hour with his fastballs. But he'll need to improve his control. Then, I believe, we'll see everything else improve as a result. Could be a solid 3-4 in rotation or a good arm out of the bullpen in long relief, depending on how things go in his development. The O's got a pick in competitive balanced round B, and they selected the Virginia Cavalier left fielder Levi Moser. Moser is a guy who can hit the ball. He's going to have success against lefties, but struggle against righties. When he gets on base, he can swipe some bags too. He had 12 in the last season as a Cavalier. If Moser can improve in the field and in the box against right-handed pitching, he could be a decent player off the bench of a major league club. The round 3 pick for the Birds, they go with first baseman Steve Bronson from Cal State Fullerton. Bronson had a troubled home life, so he took the first chance he got when his grandmother offered to take him in California. So he moved from Maryland out to California to attend Cal State Fullerton for college. On the field, he's a guy who's going to excel putting the ball in play against both right and left-handed pitching. For the Titans, he finished 5th in batting average at .278 and had 25 hits. He primarily played DH, but can play some first if need be. Bronson could be a solid contact hitter, and the O's could always use more offense. In round 4, the O's select second baseman Delman Yates from Tennessee. Yates is a guy who isn't going to set the world on fire with his bat. That was the weakest area of his game, but his speed and arm in the field make up for that. He has the speed to get the balls that some other players may not be able to get to, and an arm that can make some tough throws as well. Could be a decent add to the squad in the future. The round 5 pick for our O's is the only center fielder left, Tar Heel Adrian Salgado. Salgado's got one thing you look for in an outfielder, and that's speed. His reaction time is decent, but it's his speed that really allows him to run down balls in center that make the difference in outs or extra bases for the opposing team. The O's are looking to give him a chance to improve and prove himself. The last pick in round 6, the O's take shortstop James Vera from Florida State. Vera was one of the few bright spots on the Florida State team when it came to their defense. He's versatile, playing both middle infield spots and third. You need to be able to run down some tough balls, and Vera can do just that. He won't impress with his bat, but he does have a great work ethic, and the O's are hoping, with a lot of love, care, and great coaching, Vera can become a great player. And those are all the picks, both key ones around the league, and for our Orioles. We won't see them in game action until next season, but I'm excited to see how these players pan out in the future. And with that, that's going to do it for today's video. I apologize, it took me way longer to get this out than I wanted to. I worked on this months ago, but yeah, it took a lot more time than I anticipated, and things came up, it happens, whatever. Anyway, I got it out, that's the important thing. We're going to add the show back into the rotation going forward, so we'll have this, the Orioles franchise, and the Packers franchise all going on, within different weeks. We'll rotate week to week as we've been doing with the Orioles and Packers. Anyway, you guys, that's going to do it for me. If you would like to ask questions, feel free to do so in the comments down below. Leave your feedback as well. And if you are new, please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Leave the video a like as well. All the fun YouTube stuff. I will see you all in the next video. Until next time, though, you know what to do. Keep on shining and keep on grinding. And we'll see you all in the next one.